Okay, so we're going to have a look now at Year 4 addition, building towards that formal column addition method that the children will use in Year 5-6. We saw in Year 3 how the children move away from a number line method and move to the very first stages of the column method. The Year 4 method builds onto the Year 3 method, so hopefully you can see the links between the two. In Year 4 we're working with 4-digit numbers now, so numbers that will include thousands. So I might be working with something such as a 4,245, let's say, and adding something such as a 3,721. It's not necessary now for the children to blow up the numbers like they did in Year 3, partition the numbers into the fives, tens, hundreds and thousands elements. We're hoping by this stage, with all that Year 3 work in place, the children can see those elements of the numbers. So they're recognising that this is 5 ones, this is 4 tens, this is 2 hundreds, and this is 4 thousands. And again, in this number, this is 1 1, 2 tens, 7 hundreds, and 3 thousands. And it's not a necessity for them to record it that way anymore, because that should be embedded by now. We will, however, record the calculation under the place value headings. It's really, really important when we're teaching written methods especially, that the children are understanding the place value knowledge behind what they're doing. We don't want them just doing a method that they've learned to get the right answer at the end and getting a tick because they've got the right answer. Actually, what we want is for them to really understand the mathematics behind what they're doing and why that method works, so they have a deep mathematical understanding rather than just a procedure to get a tick at the end of the lesson. So we'll line up our calculation in columns again. So we have 4,245 and we are adding 3,721. Again, really important that we start with the ones column and move across to the left to the tens, hundreds and thousands. In this example, actually each column does a total of greater of 9, so it wouldn't make a difference. But when we do start to come to examples where the columns do total a greater of 9 and we need to do some exchanging, actually we need the children starting at the right hand side, so best to embed that all the time. They're used to that from Year 3 now, so hopefully that's in place already. So working through that, I'll just show you how to record in the Year 4 method. So we've got 5 ones and 1 1 in this example, so I have 6 ones. In this example, I have 4 tens and 2 tens, which is equivalent to 6 tens. I'm going to bring that underneath my ones. I have 6 tens, which is equivalent to 60. In the hundreds column then, I have 2 hundreds and 7 hundreds, which is a total of 9 hundreds. I'm going to bring it underneath my ones, underneath my tens, and place it here. Obviously, the children are usually used to working on squared paper, so it's a little easier to line it up. If you do have any squared paper, or if you can draw squares, it probably will support the children in placing the numbers in the right places. So this is equivalent to 9 hundredths, so those 2 0 placeholders. I've got no tens, no ones, but I do need them as placeholders to show that this is 900 and not just 9. And then here, 4,000s and 3,000 is of course 7,000s. I don't have any hundreds, tens and ones in that number, but I do need the zeros as placeholders again, otherwise this just looks like a 7, so it needs to look like a 7,000. And then the children will squish each column together. So if we squish all the numbers in this column, 6 and 3 zeros of course is 6, and then in this column, squish them together, 6, in this column, 9, running out of space now, and then 7 on its own. So we're left with a total of 7,966. If I just show you an example then where each column would go to a total over 9, where there might be some exchanging involved, just so you know what that looks like. In the thousands column, we'll keep the total below 9, because if we're exchanging then into the 10,000s column, we're starting to work with 5 digits, and we'll just keep it to 4 digits at the moment. So if we have something like a 3,748, and we will add on something such as a 2,000 500 and let's say 94. Again, let's just lay that out. Oh, sorry. Back. Let's just lay that out under our place value heading. So thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. I have 3 thousands, 700s, 4 tens, and 8 ones. And I'm adding on 2 thousands, 500s, 9 tens, and 4 ones. Line to indicate we're going to find the total. Addition symbol to indicate it is a addition calculation. So we're looking now at 8 ones and we're adding on 4 ones. 8 ones and 4 ones is equivalent to 12 ones, which the children by now know is actually equivalent to 1 10 and 2 ones. So we can write it this way. When I look at my tens column then, again, coming from right over to left, I have 4 tens and 9 tens, which is equivalent to 13 tens. By now the children will know that 13 tens is equivalent to 130. Again, 0 is a placeholder, so it doesn't look like a 13. Make sure it's recorded as 130. Hundreds, 700s and 500s is equivalent to 12 hundreds. So by now the children know that that is the same as 1,000. And 200s, again, 0s in place for the placeholders. And then 5,000, the 5. Oh, sorry, I haven't lined that up very well at all, have I? 3,000s and 2,000s together makes 5,000, and no exchanging involved there. I said it in a previous video, but not this one. Important that we're calling it exchanging rather than swapping or anything like that, because that's the terminology that children are used to. We can then squish together each column again. So 2 and all the zeros gives us a 2. 1 and 3 is 4 and the zeros gives us a 4. 1 and 2 and the 0 gives us a 3. 1 and the 5 gives us a 6. We have a total of 6,342.